Hello, students. Here is the solution to your second quiz. So, a speed control mechanism for a small gasoline engine is shown below. Determine letter A, an equivalent force system at point O, B at point B, and C, determine an equivalent force system consisting of a single force and specify the x and y intercepts of the line of action of this force. So for part A, let's solve for the resultant force first. Summation forces x leftward positive. So point 4 is leftward, so that's why it's taken positive. Then the x component of zero point 0.6 pound is also going to the left, zero point 0.6 times 4 over 5. So that's why it is 0.88 pounds leftward. Ry, on the other hand, considering downward positive, so this has y component 0.63 over 5, then plus zero point 0.3, so 0.66 pound downward. Tangent theta is Ry 0.66 divided by 0.88. Take note that the components of the resultant are directed down to the left. So down to the left, that's the angle. So theta is 36.87 degrees. Then the couple at about O would be considering counterclockwise positive. So this is counterclockwise zero point 0.4 times 1.2, zero point 0.3 plus zero point 0.9. Then the horizontal component of zero point 0.6 pound is going to the left. So its moment about O is also counterclockwise. The horizontal component is zero point 0.6 times 4 over 5, and the moment arm distance is zero point 0.9. Then plus this couple 1.2, then minus the moment of zero point 0.3 pound, which is clockwise, zero point 0.3 times 1.2. Combining, the resultant couple is 1.752 pound-inch, meaning counterclockwise. So there are two ways to express the answer for the force couple system at O. The resultant force is quantity negative 0.88 I minus 0.66 J pounds, and the resultant couple is 1.752 pound-inch, understood counterclockwise. The other way is you get the magnitude square root of 0.88 square plus 0.66 square, so 1.10 pounds. Since it is directed down to the left, then the angle here is 36.87, already computed. You have to level that, indicate that. And the couple is 1.752 pound in. So these are the two ways of expressing the answer to part A. To part B, R is the same in vector form. This is in vector form. There is an arrow head here. It was erased, but it should be the same as that. Then the couple is equal to, so at B, zero point 0.6 has no moment, so zero point 0.4 times zero point 0.3, that's counterclockwise, then plus 1.2 counterclockwise, then minus zero point 0.3 times 1.2, so 0.96 pound-inch counterclockwise also. So for part B, the answer would be, there is an arrowhead here, quantity negative 0.88 I minus 0.66 J pounds, then the resultant couple is 0.96 pound-inch counterclockwise. Then the other way is the magnitude is 1.10, just like before, then 36.87 degrees to the horizontal, then down to the left, then C sub R is 0.96 pound-inch. So for the next question about X and Y intercepts, since the resultant is directed down to the left and its moment about O is counterclockwise, so this should be the position or line of action of the resultant. So when the resultant is here, the vertical component has moment. This is 0.88. I'm not naming it. It has no moment about O, just this 0.66. And its moment is counterclockwise. And A should be to the left of the origin, so it should be negative. So 0.66 times A counterclockwise. If the force is moved on this y-axis here, it is the horizontal component that will have moment about O, and it is also counterclockwise 0.88 times B, and we equate it to 1.752. So from the figure, A is 2.665 and B is 1.991 inches. But A is negative, so this should be the final answer. Negative 2.665 comma 1.991 inches. Uh, that's it for the X and Y intercepts. So for problem 2, for the line load shown, determine the equivalent single load for the line loads and specify its distance from the left end. Also determine the reactions at the supports that hold the beam in equilibrium. So I divide this portion, trapezoidal loading, into two triangles. And when you solve the problem, you have to label the areas, the equivalent forces, and as well as their line of action, so that you will have, if your solution is correct, you'll have perfect score for that. If not, I will deduct it. I tell you, I warn you, if you cannot do it, I might suspect that it is a magic solution. Magic solutions will be given negative points. So if it is negative 15 and you completely solve it, I'll give you negative 15 for that case. So it should be understandable to your classmates. Do not imagine that you will present the problem to me. And of course, I know the solution, but I will consider it as a magic if you cannot label important points, the distances especially. So I'll call this F1 for this triangle, F2 for this next triangle here, F3 for this triangle, and F4 for that last triangle. So for the distances, because that is 3 meters, 2/3 of 3 is 2, so F1 is 2 meters from A. F2 is, this is 1/3 of 4, 4/3, then from B, 4/3 plus 3, so that's why it's 13 over 3. F3 is, this is 4/3 from C, then 7 minus 4/3, 1/3 of 4 is 4/3, that's 17 over 3. Then lastly, F4, 1.8 divided by 3 is zero point 0.6. From this support, zero point 0.6 plus 7, so that's why you have 7.6 meters here. So everything is completed. So F1 is 1/2 of 3 meters by 300 Newton per meter, so 450 newtons. F2 is 1/2 4 times 300, so it is 600 newtons. F3 is 1/2 4 times 420, 840 newtons. And F4 is 1/2 of 1.8 times 420, so 378 newtons. This R here is the sum of F1, F2, F3, and F4, and it is downward, so 450, 600 plus 840 plus 378, so 2268 newtons. Its location is determined by Varignon's theorem. So moment of the resultant about A is 2268 times XA equals F1 times 2. F1 is 450 times 2 plus F2 600 times 13 over 3. It's very clear here. You should present your solution in this manner. Then F3 is 378, 840 newtons rather, then moment arm 17 over 3, then plus F4 378, and the moment arm is 7.6. So XA is 4.909 meters. The exact value is 1988 over 405 meters. So this is acceptable to four significant figures. Then for the reaction, summation forces X 0, so AX is 0. Then for AY, we sum up moments about C. So considering the entire system, and I will also consider alternate solution, the result this resultant here. So I'll use the longer way because that will improve your thinking skills, not the shortcut way. It will not develop you as a student. So AY, which is clockwise positive, times 7, RC is not involved, plus F4, which is 378 F4. Moment arm is 1/3 of 1.8, so that is 0.6. Then equals counterclockwise moments, beginning with F1. F1 is 450, and the moment arm, because this is 2 meters and the entire distance from A to C is 7, 7 minus 2, so that's why we have 5 here, plus F2. F2 is 600. Its distance from the left is 13 over 3, so its distance from C is 7 meters minus 13 over 3. Then plus F3, which is 840. Its distance from the left is 17 over 3, so its distance from C, 7 minus uh, 7 minus 17 over 3, or simply 1/3 of 4, because that's 4, so 1/3 of 4 is 4/3. Solving for AY, it is 677.6 newtons upward. Then the other way is using this resultant force, single force R here, which represents F1, F2, F3, and F4, we can use this for simpler solution. So AY times 7, which is the same as that, is equal to R, which is 268. Its distance from C is 7 meters minus XA. And I use the exact value of XA, 1988 over 405. And you will get the same answer of 677.6 newtons upward. Likewise, for R sub C, summation moment about A equals 0. This time counterclockwise positive. So R sub C times 7, which is that. Then plus F1 450 times 2 plus F2 600 times 13 over 3 plus F3, which is uh, 840 times 17 over 3, then plus F4, which is 378 times 7.6. So solving for R sub C is 5090.4 newtons. You can check the answer as AY plus R sub C should be equal to R, which is 2268. Then another way, the shorter way, if we use R here, summation moment about A, so R sub C times 7 equals R, which is 2268 times XA, which is 1988 over 405. That is how simple your quiz was. For problem 3, for the force uncoupled system shown below, determine an equivalent force system with the force acting at point O, B at point G. Then that uh, note that the 400 Newton forces 200 Newton forces are parallel to the z-axis, and the couple C is 1,500 Newton meter lies on the xz plane. This one, and I will explain that later. The equivalent of the couple 400 Newton. How we express that in vector form. So the magnitude of F is 800 newtons. Then for the force uncoupled system at O, determine in part A, determine the equivalent rents and find where the axis of the rents intersects the xz plane. Also compute the corresponding pitch of the rents. So for there are two forces here because 400 and 400 are forces of a couple. This is a couple. So the two forces are namely this 300 Newton force, which is downward, and this force here, which is directed from point A with coordinates 3, 2, 0 to B with coordinates 9 minus 3, so 6, 6, and 664. But anyway, we can describe that later. So F in vector form, therefore, is 800, and its direction to reach B is we move uh, along X rightward by 3 because this is 9 and that is 3 and 3. So 3 meters to the right, so 3i. Then we move upward along Y by because A is 2 meters above the XZ plane and the height of the box is 6. So that means we move up by 4. So for J. And we move forward because point A is on the wall of or on the XY plane, and this is 4 meters, so 4K. Divided by magnitude, square root of 3 square, 4 plus 4 square plus 4 square. So F in vector form is 374.8I plus 499.8J plus 499.8K newtons. The resultant, therefore, is, this is J, so 374.8I, then 499.8 plus negative 300 is 199.8J, then 499.8K, unaffected. So that's the resultant force. For the resultant couple, uh, due to the force, so these are the components, take note that A is on the XY plane. It's best that the components of force are placed at A so that 374.8 lies on the XY plane, including 499.8. So only this Z component, 499.8 forward, is perpendicular to the XY plane. So moment about X, this has no moment. This has no moment also because it passes through X. It lies on the XY plane. So only this couple or sorry, component of the force has moment about X, and by right thumb rule, it is positive 499.8 times 2. So by scalar approach, I solved the moment of the force about the X, Y, and Z by scalar approach. So 499.2, 999.6. There is an alternate approach to verify these values. Then moment about y-axis parallel, so no. 374.8 passes through, only 499.8 will have moment. This is the positive sense, and the moment of 499 is in the opposite sense, so it is negative 499.8 times 3, and it is negative 1499.4 Newton meter. Then finally, moment about z, positive sense will be in that manner. So this is parallel, no moment. So 499.8 times 3 is positive, while 374.8 times 2 is negative, and that is 749.8 newtons. Another way is by the vector approach. So moment about O is ROA cross the force. So there's no other. It is also ROB cross the force if you want. But this time I use ROB cross the force because in the scalar approach, I put the components of the force at A. So that you will have an alternate way. I use ROB cross F, where OB is along X, we move 6 meters because this is 3, 9 minus 3. So ROB, so from O to B, that's 6. Then upward, 6. Then forward 4, this 4 here. A is on the XY plane, take note. Then the components of the force, namely 374.8, 499.8, and 499.8 positive. Then unit vectors, copy the elements of the first two columns. So evaluate 6 times 499.8, then minus 499.8 times 4, and you'll get the same answer, 999.6 Newton meter. For J, 4 times 374.8, then minus 499.8 times 6, you'll get negative 1499.4, I think. Then for K, 6 times 499.8 minus 374.8 times 6, and you will get 749.8. So therefore, the couple due to this force F here, the moment about the origin is quantity 999.6 I minus 1499.6 J, then plus 750 K. 749.8 round up to 750. Uh, this is also the value based on this cross product. Then the couple due to 400, apply right thumb rule. Moment about the y-axis only is positive 400 times 9, and that is 3,600 J, this couple due to 400 Newton. Then if you apply right thumb rule, your right thumb will be pointing towards the, as stated there, the 1,500 Newton couple lies on the XZ plane. It lies on the XZ plane. So therefore, it is equal to 1,500 J. Your right thumb will be pointing upward. So that's it for this couple here. Then the moment due to this 300 Newton force, about X, it's 0. About y, it is parallel, so 0 also. Then only moment about z. This is the positive sense of moment, but the moment of 300 is in the opposite direction. It is negative 300 times 9 about the z-axis. So it is negative 2,700 K Newton meter. So combining the couples, we have couple due to F, couple due to the 400 Newton forces, couple due to the 300 Newton force, and we have couple which is already given 1500 J. So for I 999.6 I, it is retained. Then for J, negative 1499.6 plus 3,600 plus 1,500. That's 3,600.4. Then for K, 750 minus 2,700. That's negative 1,005, negative 1,950 K Newton meter. So therefore, the resultant couple is equal to this expression. We now compute the tangential component of the couple, which is the partner for this R here to constitute a wrench. So it is dotting the resultant couple with the unit vector of the resultant force, then times quantity, the unit vector of the resultant force. This is unit vector. There is an arrowhead here. So first, let's have the unit vector of the resultant force, which is the resultant force divided by its magnitude. And let's continue that on the next slide. So to continue, remember that this is the resultant force and this is the resultant couple. And the unit vector from the preceding slide is equal to this. So we now have the tangential component of the couple, which is the resultant couple dotted with the unit vector of the resultant. And it's just the sum of corresponding components, sum of product of corresponding components. So 999.6 times 0.5714 plus 3,600.4 times 0.3046 plus negative 1950 times 0.7620. Before we multiply it this by this unit vector of the resultant, let's just evaluate this, and it is the reason for that is so that we can compute the pitch in just a moment. So 181.83, the dot product, then multiply further by the unit vector of the resultant. So the vector form of the tangential component of the couple is 103.9i plus 59.39j plus 138.6k Newton meter. Therefore, the wrench is the resultant force and this tangential component of the couple. Next, the normal component of the couple is simply the difference between the resultant couple and this tangential component. And if you calculate that, that's 895.7i plus 3545j minus 2088.6k Newton meter. We can now compute the x component and the z component because we are asked to compute or determine the point of intersection between the axis of the wrench and the xz plane. So that means y is 0 there. So if this is the x, the y, and the z axis, then this is the point where the force, resultant force acts, and I'll call that P. So this is point P. The components are respectively as shown. Then this distance is xp and that distance is g sub p. So from the figure, to solve for xp, we obtain the moment about the z-axis and it is positive as shown. So 199.8 times x sub p. This is the only component that has moment about z-axis. And we equate that to the moment about the z-axis, which is negative 2088.6. So 199.8 times xp equals moment about the z-axis, c sub nz, negative 2088.6. So xp is negative 10.45 meters. Likewise, to solve for g sub p, we take moment about x. This is the positive sense and the moment is in the opposite direction. So that's sense. So that's why it's negative 199.8 times g sub p. And we equate that to the moment about x, which is c sub nx. And it is 895.7. Solving for GP, it is negative 4.483 meters. Then we check the value of C sub ny or moment about the y-axis, and the positive sense is in this sense here, the direction. So it's the moment of 374.8, which is positive. So 374.8 times g sub p, then minus 499.8 in the opposite sense times x sub p. So CNY is 374.8 times ZP, and ZP is negative 4.483, then minus 499.8 times XP, which is negative 10.45. And after calculating it, it's 3,543 Newton meter, which is approximately 3,545 Newton meter. So the difference is 2, and 2 is a very, very small percentage compared to thousands, 3,500 something. So we say that the axis of the wrench crosses the xz plane at point P, which is at negative 10.45, y is 0, and zp is negative 4.483 meters. Then for the pitch, force times the pitch equals c sub t. This is the magnitude of the resultant force, because that's the resultant, then the times the pitch equals C sub t is 181.83. So the pitch is positive 0.2772 meters. So that's the solution to your quiz 2.